Okay. Let's jump into some stuff, shall we?
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies, too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor. It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Where am I?
Okay. Hot topic buttons. We like hot topic buttons around here. Listen, you fart faces. I've got something to say. Everyone's hating on Tony Hinchcliffe, and a lot of the people hating on him don't even know who he is. They're seeing him up on stage during this Trump rally. They're seeing him up on stage because the Daily Telegraph, the Daily Mail, the Ching Chong Fing Fong, all these liberal media outlets are spreading Tony's face all across their platforms. And all these liberal cucks have never seen him before because he's only been splattered across conservative pages. So they never got a chance to indulge in the genius that is Tony Hinchcliffe. But now that they get a taste of him, they're hating on him. You know why? Because he's being portrayed as a racist fucking comedian. This is the left is they're experiencing Tony Hinchcliffe for the first time. This is their first time seeing him. And for those who know Tony Hinchcliffe, like myself and all the other people who are a fan of comedians and comedy in general, you know this is Tony Hinchcliffe. This is what he does. Not only does Tony Hinchcliffe do this, but every single fucking comedian in the world of comics do this. So this is nothing new to us. This is not even that bad. This is not even close to the things that he is capable of. He went light on this. This is just a taste of what Tony Hinchcliffe is capable of. Do you think this is his worst fucking shot, dude? He can go way harder than this. All right? But it's your first time seeing Tony Hinchcliffe. It's your first time seeing him. All right? And you guys don't understand what jokes are. All you liberals. All right? And let's not even label it that way. Okay? Let's remove the labels off it completely. Okay? Because that just makes it more divisive. And that's not even what we're trying to accomplish here. We need to be unified as a society. All right? Yeah, there's people who have these crazy ideologies that are absolutely lunacy and fucking bonkers. And then there's everyone else who actually has common sense and actually rationalizes everything and takes things into consideration and makes rational, justified decisions. Okay? We would call those people conservatives, and the previous ones I mentioned, liberals. We would classify them in that way, but let's not do that. Let's just say those who disagree and call Tony Hinchcliffe racist are, well, I guess we shouldn't even label them, right? They're just disagreeable people, okay? And compared to the agreeable people. Even that's too divisive. Listen. What am I going to say here? It's been said over and over and over again. This is nothing new. We see this all the time. And this is nothing new for Tony Hinchcliffe. He's seen this his whole fucking career. And again, it's not just Tony Hinchcliffe, it's every fucking comedian. All right? The only reason why Tony has a spotlight on him right now is because he did this at the Trump rally. Do you guys realize that this is his job, this is his career, this is what he does every single week? This is Tony Hinchcliffe. For those of you who think Tony Hinchcliffe is racist, go watch one episode of the Kill Tony podcast, which, by the way, is the number one, by far, the number one live podcast in the entire world. What you're seeing him do here at this Donald Trump rally is exactly what he does every fucking week on the Kill Tony podcast. Which, by the way, I don't even think that... Should he really even consider that show to be a podcast? If you watch it, you know what I'm saying, but I guess so. He just sold out fucking Madison Square Garden because of this sort of stuff. Okay? I mean, there's a whole lot more to Kill Tony, obviously. But the way that he orchestrates jokes like this is the reason why his show is so big and why he is so big. Okay? There's a difference between joking about something and actually being racist for the sake of being racist. There's this disconnection where people think, oh, if you make a joke about a specific race or a specific individual or a specific color of their skin or whatever, as soon as you make a joke about a type of person, if it's any archetype of a person other than a white person, you're automatically racist. So what's the difference between a joke and being racist? According to y'all, you think there's no difference. Because you think what Tony is saying, he actually believes. He doesn't believe any of it. His goal, Tony's goal, is to make you laugh. Okay? And he's making you laugh by saying the things that are deemed not supposed to be spoken about, but we're all thinking it. All right? And you may be saying, well, I don't think Puerto Ricans are piles of trash in the ocean. And it's like, yeah, no, I know, obviously. We all know this. But you can see where the connection is. All right? That's how jokes are formed. Now, if you were to say, okay, let's not do any jokes that are related to Puerto Ricans or to blacks or to Mexicans or to whatever, all right, then what jokes are you left with? Now you're left with the shitty jokes, the jokes that actually don't have any meaning to them, because the whole point of comedians trying to make you laugh is they make connections between two things that are divisive and things that everyone has like that thought in their head, but no one's afraid to say it. So they take those things and they smash them together. And they say the things that you would never say in order to get a reaction out of you and make you laugh. That's the goal. It's to make you laugh. He's not telling you facts or truths or things that he specifically believes in. Now, by the way, I don't really need to make much of an argument for this or try to prove any sort of point. Those who understand, okay? And by those who understand, I mean the people on this side. You know what I'm saying? But those who understand. All right? So, Tony Hinchcliffe going on or being a part of Trump's rally, it only helps the situation and it only helps Trump. So the people on the left which again, we shouldn't categorize people. Hold on, did I just cut my mic out? We shouldn't catechomize people. But we do. That's what we do. And that's the way it is right now. That's the way it is. That's unfortunate. There's left and there's right. And it's very device. And here's what's happened. The people on the left have gone extremely far left. They went off the charts, dude. And then the people on the right, actually, they moved more center. Okay? So you guys fucked off all that way, and we're more in the middle, trying to be rational. All right? Tony Hinchcliffe's getting a lot of hate, and he knew he was going to get hate. He expected he was going to get hate, and it doesn't even faze him, and it's not going to affect his career at all. Okay? And I'm seeing a lot of comments, which I normally stay away from comments, but I kind of snuck in this time. People are saying, oh, finally we get to cancel Tony Hinchcliffe. It's been so many years. He finally deserves to be canceled. Guess what? It's not. It doesn't work anymore. And to be honest, it never really worked. Canceling, what is canceling? Well, to cancel someone is to have specific platforms or organizations not feature that person anymore. But we don't have to worry about that because everyone's independent nowadays. All right? So if you say you want to cancel Tony Hinchcliffe, that has no meaning. That doesn't mean anything. You can't cancel anyone. And the fact that you want to cancel someone just shows how diluted and construed and demented your mind has become. It's not appropriate to cancel someone. It doesn't matter if you disagree with them. It doesn't matter. All right? Now, if it was the other way around and some woke comedian decided to go on Kamala's rally and say some shit that I disagreed with and that I thought was ridiculous, yeah, I would say that I completely disagree and I think what this person's saying is ridiculous, but I would not advocate for this person to be canceled. And I would not call them racist, and I would never do that. The term racist and homophobic and transphobic and yada, 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 it's all gotten out of hand, and it's used too much. We need to quit that shit, okay? Put it in our back pocket. Put it in the trunk. All right? And I'm not going to sit here and be like justice for Tony Hinchcliffe because he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it, dude. I like this. This is good for Tony. This is good for Trump. And this is good for the entire world. Okay? Because this is going to prove a point. This is going to show all you people that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? You want his career to end because he said some shit you disagreed with and you don't know how to take a joke. So you're like, oh, finally, he's going to get canceled now. But this is going to prove to the world that shit's done. Whoops. That can't happen. And it never could happen. This isn't going to hurt Tony at all. Those who love Tony and who have always loved Tony are going to continue to love Tony. Those who never knew about Tony and now they discovered Tony and actually have a sense of humor are now going to continue to follow him, or now going to start following him, I should say. So he's going to gain followers. He's going to keep the followers that he's already had. And who's he going to lose? Nobody. He's not going to lose anyone. If anything, he's gained a fan base. The only people he would lose are those who now just discovered him, who are on the far left and hate that kind of rhetoric. All right? Jokes. We need jokes, people. We need jokes in our society. Okay? There's nothing wrong with what he said. And I mean that. I truly mean that. There is nothing wrong with saying Puerto Ricans are a floating pile of trash in the ocean, okay? Because it's all about the context. You know he doesn't actually mean that. You know he's joking, okay? And I bet every Puerto Rican would love that joke. Except for, well, I guess there's Aubrey Plaza.
As a Puerto Rican woman, I just wanted to very quickly respond to the racist joke that was made at that Trump rally about Puerto Rico, where most of my family is from.
Oh, great.
Thankfully, my sweet abuelita wasn't here to hear that.
Wow, okay.
Disgusting remark.
Yeah, it was
but
gross,
if she
wasn't
was
it?
alive today,
What would she say?
I think she would say, Tony Hinchcliffe, go f yourself. And yes, the Wall Street Journal can quote me on that.
Yeah, okay. Good for you, Aubrey Plaza. I really liked Aubrey Plaza. And I still do, to be honest. All right? I still like her. Sure, she can hate Tony Hinchcliffe. She can tell him to go fuck himself. But guess what? I still like you, Aubrey Plaza. You disagree? That's fine. I disagree with what you said. Hey, fuck you too, Aubrey. Hey, Aubrey Plaza. Fuck you. How's it feel? Can't take a joke? Huh? Can't take a joke, Aubrey? I really liked you, Aubrey. I still do. Come on, Aubrey, take a joke. Take a joke. Comedians are important, people. We all know it. Those who know, okay? Especially those who follow comedy and stand-up comedy in general. You know, dude. You know, because if you're following, you just... Yeah. The worlds collide, man. When you understand, you understand. Be a part of the right side. And not, you know what I'm saying? Like, not the right side, like right and left. Like, I mean the correct side. Just use your noggin. It's not even about left or right. Okay? It's just common sense, bruh. It's just common sense. Jokety joke. We like to joke. Stop being so sensy. Y'all are sensitive, dude. Lighten it up.
Watch this full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast by clicking the link in bio.